Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where old friends, fans come together, BS, argue, occasionally agree, and discuss a musical artist. This week's musical artist is Pink Floyd, brought to you by the miraculous Bill.
Hey, we're still here.
And I'm still here. I'm Jason. I've been forced to listen to all these Pink Floyd records. It's been interesting. And also along for the journey is Tim.
Who's old and drunk enough to have a gray hair or two?
Well, there's a couple. I mean, my fucking beard's gray, which is stupid.
I mean, I'm all gray at this point. It's sad. I'm
Oh yeah, you got a
scared,
gray
but
beard too.
but you know what? Pink Floyd is forever, so I'm okay.
Right. For like we still haven't hit the albums that like we were alive for, but and we're
Right,
gray.
or that people even talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Say, this is where we're at the part where most people don't talk about these.
Well, we gonna talk.
Well, I mean, the diehards know about Ummagumma. Diehards know about Atom Heart Mother. But obviously everything here is going to be done better. But man, and we'll get to the art. We'll get to the art on a
Well,
whole.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. We'll talk about the art. We'll talk about that. Stick
Um,
around for that. It might
but
be a
yeah,
two-parter.
shit, that might be a banger of an episode though too.
Bill,
Um,
um,
yeah, yeah, take it away.
Ummagumma. On the last video, I said something about Ummagumma being next, and you said, "Damn right it is." So why don't you kick us off with this one?
Yeah, I could start this one for sure here. So we've got the first part of Ummagumma is live recording of four prior tracks. Um, Something I'm gonna note personally, I think Set the Controls for the Heart of the Sun is potentially even better than the original. I mean, that is an absolute banger of a live track that they recorded for that. Highly encourage anyone listening or watching this right now to go and listen to those as they are well worth the second listen through.
Well, and I don't know if I can agree with you. I can't disagree with you either because I have that same argument on another one of those live tracks.
Oh,
But
I can disagree.
um, I'm here for it though. Like that's your version. Like I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
But then going into the songs that were new then to this album, we start with Sisyphus, which has four parts or four
Which was
tracks, depending
Rick's
on,
song.
say, it depends on what medium you listen to. In YouTube, it actually had each one as an individual video,
Hmm.
even though I feel like that actually detracted some from it,
Yeah,
as
and
it was
I
kind of,
think they did that on CD too.
see, and the thing is, I mean,
They definitely did it digitally, but of course vinyl, like you're gonna get the
you,
whole the
yeah.
piece. Yeah.
Saying that's, I mean, modern age, complaints here, right? Between, I think it was parts two and three, I had an ad mid roll. It's like, well, that's not what I want. I just want to go right to the next part. But with the actual music itself, I'll say part one was a great intro going into it. Part two, I absolutely love the piano work that would occur during that part. Part three, really noticed I picked up a lot of really cool left right shifts going on within it. Um, just and then part four kind of tied it all back in together, quieted down a little bit, and then from there we went to Grantchester Meadows, which my exact notes are: constant bird chirping is interesting. Have relaxing
What?
guitar picking, and it's a very calm song. I will say this: I really enjoyed that song because that's one I feel like you just put on if you can't sit outside, you just put that on and you could just picture yourself in a meadow, just enjoying with a nice
Sure.
little music going
Yeah.
on. Beautiful. Now, several
Which
species.
will be which will get that entire picture you just painted will get even better in a couple albums.
Yes, it will. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of
And
things going on here. They get better. I mean,
a
they do
lot
it
of things
well,
going on here. Yeah.
but it ends up getting a lot better, which is I'm I
But
can't
you
wait
can
to get
really
to
see
some stuff.
the genesis of the songwriting within this band, especially,
Gotcha.
I mean, you could still feel it in the albums where, like, we're just still in shell shock from Sid leaving.
Yes. It's so like,
What,
okay,
three
what are we
albums
trying to
later?
do?
Yeah,
Come
I
on. 3 albums
well,
later?
you gonna say Gilmore has blossomed at this point?
No, but they ain't fucking made up for shit either.
Well, exactly. And so you really can. This real, I don't know. I mean, Pink Floyd are one of those bands, right? Where like you can get all kinds of random information throughout your lifelong obsession with this band. And I've read a couple books where, yeah, I mean, you know, and you can feel it on this album too. I mean, you know, when you break it all the way down, Roger White writes one song and David writes one song. And so you can already start feeling the the who's going to take over after Sid power struggle that's going to dominate this career.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
neither of those seeds are fully developed.
No,
Neither
not
one
even
is as
close.
good as what they started out as.
Right, but this is it right here. I mean, especially after a soundtrack album.
So this is really, I would argue, like I would almost use the word monumental, like transitionary album for them,
Yeah,
really.
Y'all
very
have said that for
transitional.
every record since Piper, though. Y'all have said that for
What,
every single record since Piper.
but you know what we're leading to as well, though.
Yeah.
Well, sure,
Like
what they're
it's
going to
part
get
of the
You,
to.
you have to
journey.
do one step at a
We're
time.
not
Like you
there
don't
yet.
just jump.
We're still
Well,
in the
and this is
confusion of
also the
sex,
last album
Bad
of
Moon
the
Rising
60s.
territory here.
Like this came out when Woodstock was happening, right? So like, can you imagine? Like, just picture yourself in 1969. Are you listening to Ummagumma? Or are
No,
you
probably
listening to
not.
Shauna and Ah or the Archies or
Well,
fucking whatever?
there was more out in
chart?
'69 than that option there.
Right. But Ummagumma? This is some
Yeah,
underground shit.
yeah. There's a reason for
There's
Oh
that.
yeah.
still like there's still not the Pink Floyd we know and talk about today.
Not even close.
Still a
No.
band struggling to find their voice.
Did they not go to
What
Woodstock in
they're like,
1969?
okay, everybody throws up, 10 minutes. Everybody gets a side. And Rick and Nick, you know, both do it masterfully, but they're more musical. They're more abstract. Where Roger and David are both like writing pop songs.
Well, hold on. Give me the breakdown of which side is which.
So as far as I understand it, and I could be way wrong, let me know down in the comments below. Like, what version do you have, right? So it begins with the live tracks.
Right.
And then you get Rick's song, which is
Okay,
Sisyphus, which breaks down into 4 parts.
Right.
My personal favorite is part 3, just because of the drums. It's very percussive. It starts out, it's kind of janky. I do think part 4 is very cinematic. It's like some gorgeous music. Like Rick is a master of creating that that cinematic scope.
Sure. I agree with that.
That exists within this discography, right?
Sure.
Rick's a master of that, and this is him exploring. And so I'm here for it. And then we should get into the 2 Roger tracks, which is the Grantchester's Meadows, which, yeah, much like your notes earlier, very relaxing. Very like I'm just sitting on a towel on a lawn.
This is the Birds, right?
It's the Birds.
Okay. Okay, I did hear
There's a
that one.
very cool progression within the song. It's very subtle. But as far as pop songs goes, Roger's got one, and he follows it up with several species of small furry animals gathered together in a cave and grooving with a pict, which is, 8 minutes of like, again, people want to talk about the 60s. And if you remember it, you weren't there and blah, blah, blah. This is the year of Woodstock. Don't eat the brown acid. Because if you eat that, you might hear this. And it's like, okay, are you listening to Sean on that? And the Archies? What else was the Mamas and the Papas?
All the leaves are
I'll take
brown.
that over
You
this.
listening to Ummagumma. Like this is the prime definition of, cool kids versus outcasts, right? And I mean, I wasn't around in 69. That's my parents' generation, but like I can only imagine like what side were you on?
Hey guys, I listen to shitty
Several
music. I'm cool.
species does, and again, 69, we're still doing it with 8 tracks at most. Reverb and digital and like, tape delay and splicing
So is the Narrow Way
and
Gilmore?
all these the Narrow Way is Gilmore, yes.
Okay.
And that's the other song on this album.
Okay.
So one of my questions was several species blends into the Narrow Way. I'm curious how they did that on vinyl, because at this point I don't see how you don't do that without like actually like having a different vinyl. But digitally they actually blended together really well. And then the Narrow Way is David Gilmour, and he's gone on record saying, I had no idea what I was doing. I bullshitted my way through this. And by the time you get to part 3, which, I mean, just running through the basics, number 1 is an acoustic setup. Number 2 is just like proto metal heavy riff. And then you get to part 3, and that's classic Pink Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
Part 3 is David Gilmour saying, oh, okay, Roger wrote a song, well, I wrote a song.
Yep.
Guess which one's better? I don't know. I mean, we'll definitely get into that later. But I give the cards to David the whole time. And then after that, Nick's piece. Nick Mason being a severely underrated drummer and being the only member of Pink Floyd who's been there the entire time. So give him that credit. We lost a number of musical royalty members this week. And so I want everybody to keep Nick Mason in their lives, because that dude is a beast. And his Grand Vizier's Garden Party, yeah. A lot of weird tape manipulation that, like, kind of invents whole genres. And again, he didn't necessarily write the pop song, but along with Rick, they're really creating that foundation. And that I see this album as one of those things where it's like, it's like our 4th album or whatever, but and it was a different time in the music industry where you could develop a band and still have the money for like major international releases. But this is a band discovering that they have a voice, but now what are they going to do with it?
Well, let me run through my notes. Full disclosure, somehow I fucked up the track list, so there's some of these songs I haven't heard. I'll go back and listen to this thing again, knowing the full track list.
And it is one of those albums that the more you hear it, the better it gets.
But I'll let me run through my notes.
Can I mention one
here.
other thing real quick before you start your notes?
Yeah, go ahead.
During the Grand Vizier's party, which is the last track, there's a part where, like, it sounds like your speakers are blown. Like, it's very avant-garde.
That's one I haven't heard.
Well, and it's one of those ones where it really makes me think. Like, you put yourself in that place where, like, you know, it's 1969 and you're a Pink Floyd fan.
Well, I hope.
And then you hear this and you think your stereo's exploded because it sounds so bad, but then it turns into something so beautiful.
At this point, I'd take that.
Definitely go back to this one.
Yes.
I'm going to go back to it. But I'll start out from the very fucking beginning, okay?
Okay.
Live version, whatever. I prefer the original. I've never been a fan of, quote, studio albums with live tracks thrown in randomly. Save that shit for the end. Or bonus stuff. Whatever. Points for Sid, I guess. Careful with that axe. Not the first. And probably not the last. But it's another song that would be great to fall asleep to. By the time it does anything interesting, it's 8 minutes. It's not even worth it. It was enough to cause me to stir in my sleep and roll over to the other side.
Well, again, not the best version of that song, but
just a dowel on that one.
Set the controls. All right. Now, there's something happening here. But what it is, I ain't exactly clear. It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound?
Everybody get what's going down.
I'm kidding. But yeah, live version didn't change my opinion the first go round.
Okay.
Not a song I'd ever want to go back to. Whatever. Saucerful of Secrets, something else. Same notes from Saucerful, no supply. I guess if you somehow woke up between tracks 2 and 3, here's something else to lull you back to sleep. Syncopated, still fucking badass. I prefer the studio version, but the rest is, whatever. Syphilis.
Sisyphus.
Part 1. This motherfucker, this sounded like the beginning of a kaiju film. Like, this sounded like fucking Godzilla was coming out of the water. I was here for it. Fucking top song contender.
Nice.
Part 2.
Man, Rick always had them sleepers.
Yeah, it sounded like a kaiju, like 1960s fucking Godzilla film.
That's fucking great. I love it.
Part 2, the piano was fine, but it drug on a little too long. Part 3, fucking mind-blowing, genre-defining rock and motherfucking roll right here. Let's take some mics to the fucking zoo. Bullshit screeching and noises, annoying. Fucking pass. Part 4, first half was pretty with some wind instruments, but then it goes into some background 70s horror movie music. But like annoying, pass.
See, I'm here for it.
I could see you made the comment. Like I agree more with Tim's notes. I can see where like that soundscape. Yeah, they're great at that. But if I want to fucking listen to goddamn Pink Floyd record, do I want to fucking hear that? No.
I mean, the rankings. I mean, we're still ranking these. I mean, it's not number 1, but it's.
Oh yeah.
Got everything.
It's not number last.
Right.
The Grand Visor's Garden Party. My notes are fucked up, but based on what you said, I'm really talking about Grandmaster's Meadows here. Starting out with
the acoustic one with vocals. Do they have vocals?
Well, I don't fucking know. Let me just read my notes and you tell me what fucking song I'm talking about. Starting out with the Birds. Already
Grantchester
tired.
Meadows.
Yeah.
If it had vocals, it's Meadows. If it didn't have vocals, it's the Grand Vizier.
Yeah, it's somehow I skipped everything and made it to the last track. I don't fucking know. Or no, I didn't.
Okay.
No, I listened to Grandmaster. I listened to Meadows.
Well, and again, you pick this thing up. You're a Pink Floyd fan. You're like, side C is always the place to start, right? Let's just put this fucker on.
Yeah,
and
if I pick
every
this,
side confuses you.
I'd question am I really a Pink Floyd fan?
This
or not?
is Melvin's trolling before the Melvins.
So you're starting out with the Birds. I'm already tired of this fucking Pink Floyd trend. 3 minutes of fucking Birds. They're still here. Guitar is playing, but it's just boring ass fucking strumming. There's nothing new here. Lyrics, whatever. It's just fucking generic hippie fucking meadow bullshit. Seriously, get a fucking longer loop of the fucking Birds. It's so short. It's so fucking repetitive. Battle of Evermore blows, and I don't even fucking like that song.
Ooh.
That song blows that out of the water for atmosphere.
We're still in the 60s, though. This beats the Battle of Evermore.
No, it might beat it time-wise, but it sure as fuck don't beat it listening-wise. Okay. Not sure that... Well, the rest of my notes apply to...
Beats it time-wise.
I thought I was talking
like
about...
Zeppelin never ripped anybody off.
I thought I was talking about part 1, 2, and 3, but the rest of my notes don't fucking matter. Whatever. It's a goddamn song with a bunch of fucking birds, some bullshit-ass, boring-ass guitar, and some hippy-dippy fucking lyrics. Fuck that song. The rest of the... I'll revisit this record, and I'll listen to the songs that I missed, but fuck this record, dude. Best thing on it is Sid Barrett's name shouldn't even be on this fucking record.
I mean, he gets songwriting credits.
Well,
that's a couple points.
They threw him on there, so just fuck this album.
Well, that's still also all they really had. That's what was keeping them afloat.
No, they did better. Well, I don't want to spoil my rankings. I don't want to spoil my rankings here.
Bill, you went through your notes, right?
I got the dot. I got the dot.
Yeah, who's got the dot?
I got the fucking dot.
So spoil your rankings.
Yeah, this motherfucker's sitting in last place. Fuck this fucking album. The soundtrack was more consistent than this. I could say the more had a fucking top songs. This one had a kaiju song that would have been great in Godzilla movie. That's a fucking top song. The rest of it, who gives a shit? Again, I'll go back to the ones, the Roger Waters song that I missed. I missed the David Gilmour shit, so I'll go back to those two. Maybe pull a mulligan later. We'll see.
It could happen, sure. I might even pull a mulligan on this one because, yeah, looking at it right now, this is tough.
It's not better than Saucerful, though. Come on.
No, it's not. I'd probably put it at fourth right now, too. But I also want to point out that, considering that, we're in 2025 and I have the benefit of knowing what comes next, this is a really good bridge, but as of right now, it doesn't work.
Nope.
Well, I'll say Bill has number 4 too then.
That would be incorrect.
Of course. Wild fucking Bill's going to put it
Wild
above the fucking
Bill.
This fucking More is a better fucking record than that shit.
More. I mean, the Nile song alone.
The Nile song alone is better than anything we've heard this far, honestly.
I do love this version of Careful.
Except maybe the bike song.
Eugene. Technically, this is the first time you're really hearing it on an album.
I don't know. I'll go back. Because I missed the David Gilmour shit. Not that I'm.
You don't like David Gilmour, I thought.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't. I mean, his
See, and
shit.
I'm listening to this album, and especially during the narrow way, like, man, there's just something special when he sings. There's something special when he plays guitar. And my personal favorite is when him and Rick harmonize on vocally.
I'll give it the fair shakedown. I'll go back to it. I'll listen to From Scoliosis or Syphilis, whatever it was, down.
Sisyphus.
And re-listen to it. or like
Scoliosis say yeah.
we'll see. We'll see if it beats more, but I don't think it will. But you know, I'll at least give it a fair shakedown because I somehow I fucked up listening to this record.
Well, this one, and it's always been my understanding, it's like the diehards love this album.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, guys, check it out, man. They
Because
took
you
some
gotta
fucking,
love everything. But
they took
yeah,
some
I mean,
boom
like,
mics down to the zoo, dude. Check this shit out. Get the
I mean,
fuck
we'll get
outta
to
here.
Pompeii. We will get to Pompeii.
Yeah, we'll get there. I don't fucking get it. I just don't fucking get it. Y'all have not convinced me yet. Besides Piper, y'all ain't convinced me for shit on Pink Floyd.
Well,
I mean-
yeah, and that's to be expected, honestly. You're right on
Yep.
track. But
That's-
the
yeah.
next three, I would say probably change your mind. We'll see what happens in the next three.
See. We got to talk about Zabriskie and Adam Hart next. So
yeah, the next three gonna change your mind.
yeah, they'll be like, oh, well, this is a transition record. You can see where they're going because we all know where they're fucking going.
We're taking over the world. Yeah,
we all know where they're fucking going. They just ain't fucking there yet.
But they're building. They're building.
They are
and
building.
It's not bad.
I don't think they're building. I think they're dropping. I think they're dropping like a fucking rock.
Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait.
And according to y'all's rankings, they fucking dropping like a rock too. So
hey now.
I mean, long live Sid Barrett.
Yeah, I'll give him that. I mean, that first record is a fucking fun, psychedelic. Like that's a remote. Well, I don't want to spoil my shit, but like that's a good record.
Wrong. Yeah,
no,
you're not wrong.
Maybe I'll pull a bill and I'll just talk shit about all the records like he did Led Zeppelin, and then just give them all Ramones gold. Fuck it.
Bullshit.
Go back and watch our Led Zeppelin rankings.
No, I'm saying you don't have the balls to do it.
I mean, Bill, you did kind of do that.
I know. I exactly did that.
No, I ain't gonna. No,
it's okay though. I get it. I sat through them Tool discography. Go back and watch them Tool episodes.
I'll say I got three colors so far.
I
got three
I'm
colors.
still on two colors.
Yeah, you got a fucking bias. I ain't got no bias for this band. I'll paint the fucking rainbows.
I mean, and yeah, this is a band I love. So like, yeah, like I'm not disappointed yet. Yes, I can see your argument.
Oh, I'm disappointed like a motherfucker.
Well, your opinion will change here very shortly.
Oh, I'm sure there's some records that's going to boost these motherfuckers all the way down that long list.
Well,
and I'm sure there's some that's going to fall behind
the
this.
80s. There are some 80s albums.
Well, yeah, I'm sure the 80s always kind of, any 60s band, them 80s records kind of fall in the backhand. You know, Rolling Stones did it. They all do that. The 80s was tough for them 60s and 70s bands.
Pink Floyd had that top 40 hit, though, in the 80s.
Yeah.
I know you remember it.
Woohoo.
I know, right?
Still wasn't good, you know.
We'll get there a long time now. We're still in the psychedelic 60s. Yeah. We're still in the 60s.
Yeah, we're still in the 60s. We're about to enter the 70s, thank God.
They do take over in the 70s, for sure.
Yeah, we're about to see some things shift.
Yeah, 2 years between Piper and Ummagumma.
That's honestly, I can see that. I can see that. Like, it's not like they grew that fucking much, honestly. But between Saucer, Saucer and Ummagumma, there's not much there. It's the same shtick. They lost their voice after the first record.
But they're about to find another voice.
Oh yeah.
With Adam Hart?
Some have argued.
Yeah.
I might even stick around. Adam Hart's a big one for me, personally.
We're going to get to that one. Stick around. We're going to talk about
breakfast. Give me some bacon.
We're going to talk about Adam Hart. We're going to talk about the Zabiskie Files. And
the Brisky Point. Yeah, that's another soundtrack. Another soundtrack.
But not a studio record this time, because fuck it. Why should one be one and not the other? Who knows?
I mean, I think that was just the business at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some bands count them, some bands don't. We go by the Wikipedia, so it's a notable release. We're going to talk about it anyway. Can't fucking wait. So, as always, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Let us know down below, what's your favorite Pink Floyd record? Do you agree with our rankings? Do you think Syd Barrett's a piece of shit and he should be number 4? Let us know down below. Is Ummagumma your favorite? And we're all fucking dumb? Let us know. If you think Syd Barrett's the shit, put it down in the comments down below. Hashtag Syd Barrett forever. Either way, it helps us out.
I mean, there's no 21 Pilots without Syd Barrett. There's no Sonic Youth without Syd Barrett.
There's no Syd Barrett without what? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he was really into the blues. So really, you got to get into like
all of them were. All of them were.
Yeah. Blind Lemon Jefferson. That's what he was into.
Just because you're the first, don't mean you're the best.
That's true. That's true. But it does mean you're the first.
And nothing can ever take that away from you.
There's nothing really original. Yeah. It's not like this was the first psychedelic record ever. Come on.
Sure.
It's still a masterpiece, still a great record, but it wasn't the first either.
That is true.
So,
I mean, yeah, you got Question Mark and the Mysterions. The 13th Floor Elevators. You got, I mean, even the Who Sell Out's been out for a couple of years at this point, you know?
Was it?
That was what, 67?
63, yeah. Wouldn't Sell Out 63? No,
Who Sell Out was 67.
Same year though.
Yeah. Well, and Pink Floyd were one of those bands where it's like they just kind of copied the Who and built a laser
there's
show.
A huge difference between this record and Sell Out, I think. I think I wouldn't say
but
one's...
if you take this album, Sell Out, and fucking Sgt. Pepper's, you get a very clear picture of what they were trying to do in the 60s.
See, to me, I think Sell Out's a completely different record.
I mean, I love that record to no end. So.
I mean, I do too, but for different reasons. I think Sell Out's more of a statement, whereas Sgt. Pepper and Piper is more not so much a statement, but is more of a movement, I guess.
Well, and I can see that for Sgt. Pepper. I think Sgt. Pepper's the movement, and I do think Piper is the reply. They're the first to rip it all off.
Yeah, they may be the first. Whereas I think Sell Out is
but
more...
they're not the first. That puts them in number 2 to the Beatles. But then you do have to go, but you Sell Out.
Yeah, just you're going by timeline. I'm going by. I think the Who Sell Out's a better record than this.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too. But I mean, yeah, that's one of those albums that that's one of those albums.
I bought that bitch on vinyl. Like that's a fucking.
Yep.
We'll get to the Who again.
Oh man, I mean, Bill's got to hear Tommy.
Bill's got to hear the fucking Who, man.
Who's next?
Yeah. All right. Well, stick around. Adam Hart's next. Give us a
I'm
like,
drunk.
give us a subscribe, be safe, and make good decisions.
I thought we ended that.
Nope.
We did now.
We did now.
And then you go a little woo, and then a little whoop, 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 and then it's all, and then you're ready to go again. Y'all come back now, you hear?